Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Anything Blows. My name's Andrew Dika, and I'm proud to be joined by Lewis Edmondson. Lewis, long time coming, but great to finally have you on the channel.
Yeah, nice one, mate. Nice one. Finally here, eh?
So let's talk about it. Now we've got you even longer, we've got more to talk about. So I want to take you back a little bit, and you've probably been asked this 100 times, but where did the desire come from to become a professional boxer?
I mean, it started probably I was about 10 years old. I was up, always playing on the estate where my nan lives. And a few of my friends there's a couple of years older than me. And they boxed and they would always be going a couple of times a week. So just started going with them when I was young as a little bit of fun. And then they all moved clubs. They went to Golden Ring. I only went a couple of times to the other club, but then when they moved clubs to Golden Ring, I went there, really started to take it seriously then. And I fell in love with it and I never looked back really.
And talk about it then. When was your first amateur fight and break down your amateur career?
Yeah, it was my first amateur fight. I was 12 years old. Um, 12 years old, ended up having 60 amateurs or 152. Um, yeah, first couple of years I was just getting in the mix. I'd always get beaten at the quarters and the semis. Lost to the same boy a couple of times in the semis. But I wasn't quite mature enough. And I was always an outstanding like a boxer rather than so sometimes the strong kids would pull through a little bit. And then as I developed, yeah, just got better and better really. Then once I won my first national title, I won the youth ABAs and then the CYPs. No, sorry, I won the CYPs, then the youth ABAs, then boxed for England, got a gold medal in the Three Nations. Then I was up Sheffield training and stuff. Couple of more senior fights, and then yeah, I turned over really.
And talk about your professional debut. So obviously signing with Frank Warren, how did that feel?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was a little bit stop start. I had my debut at the Royal Albert Hall. I was afloat, and yeah, I didn't. I was warming up from like 6 o'clock, and I didn't fight till like 11:30. I was lucky that Dubois knocked out the guy I probably wouldn't have fought. Um, yeah, then I had a severe injury, which held my career back a little bit. It was going on for like 5 years. And so I was always stop, start because they just couldn't fix me. And then yeah, that's where we are now.
And the Royal Albert Hall, obviously, we've seen Ben Shalom do the all women's card, but Frank used to do some shows back then. How did it feel? Because that's usually used for concerts or opera or singers. Did it feel kind of weird boxing? It's kind of like a weird oval, like looking in.
To be fair, it's just a venue's a venue. It doesn't really make no difference to me. It's a ring and me and another man, you know. So putting all on the line where it is doesn't really make no difference.
And until the Dan Aziz fight, what would you say has
Mhm.
been your proudest fight? If not, what's been your best learning curve until that fight?
But before the Dan Aziz fight,
Yeah, just before, because I think that's when everyone probably saw you as an underdog for those that didn't know you,
yeah,
and they call it a shock. I feel like it was right timing and God's plan.
yeah, definitely, 100%. And I beat Dan in the amateurs as well. And Dan knew he was in for a real fight, regardless. When they was trying to always big him up as the favourite and this and that, he was pulling people and saying, "Listen, don't get it wrong. Like I'm in a proper fight here." So yeah, I don't know. To be fair, I think my management done a good job with me. And before that, I fought a guy called Joel McIntyre, was English champion. I know Joel well. Um, English sort of level, can punch like a horse. So I think that was a perfect stepping stone up until good 8 rounds there, and then that was a perfect stepping stone before moving on.
And could I compare it? Obviously, complete two different fighters, but similar to George Lillard, where those who followed his career and those who saw him from the start didn't have a Southern area, didn't have an English, didn't have a different title, went straight in for the British and Commonwealth. Do you think people were shocked when you went for that fight, and not just
I
shocked for
think,
the, yeah?
yeah, I think people were shocked, and a lot of people were saying it's too early for me. Because obviously, you know, Dan's a war horse. He's done loads of championship fights, and he's done the rounds loads of times. So I went from loads of 6 rounders to one 8 rounder with Joe. and then straight into a 12 with Dan Aziz. So everybody thought it was going to be a step too far, too soon, and we just proved everybody wrong. But I seem to have that in my career. They always think that, and they thought that with Dan Aziz. Then they fought that with Daniel Lappin, U6 monster, whatever. Obviously, we lost on a split. We believe we won the fight. Um, and then again, they're saying it's about Lyndon Arthur again. So it's like we always seem to be the underdog. But that doesn't really make no difference to us. We just put our game plan together and execute as well as we possibly can.
Similar to Brad Paul's what he done the other weekend. So talk about that,
Brad, Brad,
Dennis.
Brad was from my amateur club.
Ah,
So I know
was he?
Brad
I
very
never
well.
knew that.
He's from Golden Ring, yeah. We're both from the same amateur gym. Me and Brad both won the CYPs the same year. We boxed on a lot of shows together, and yeah, we're from the same amateur gym.
I love Brad. Both, you and Brad, I would say two of the most nicest and genuine people you will ever meet in a sport. And it's crazy because you're kind of having the same career trajectory as well. So, yeah, talk about that. How's it growing up with Brad Pauls as well and being in the same gym and what he's accomplished now?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. There was a couple of us in the gym. There was me, Brad, another fighter who don't fight no more called Jack Stringer. Um, yeah, we was always on the same shows. Winning, we all won the CYPs the same year. It was good. Yeah, it was good. Brad was always exciting in the amateurs. He'd always knock people out. Sparko put them to sleep in the amateurs, which was always good to watch. It'd always be an exciting fight. He'd always wear his heart on his sleeve and he'd always try and knock people out. So yeah, it was good. There was loads of us in the gym for good sparring and stuff. Yeah, it was good.
And the Dan Aziz fight, would you say that's the best night of your career so far, or would it be the one in Southampton that's coming up?
I think I think so far the Dan Aziz fight obviously was it holds a spot because we was in the away corner, we was in his own backyard on their promotional team. Nobody give us a hope really. We knew it was a big ask, so to go there and take the belts, it was a massive, massive night and a night I remember for the rest of my life. But things go on, times move on. That's gone. It's we just worry about the next fight. We don't really worry about the past. Maybe we'll look back at the end of the career and appreciate them moments, but for the minute we'll just head down, graft, 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 and all eyes on the next fight.
And talk about the Oluwatosin fight. I've seen him on like small hall shows. What did you make of that fight?
That's a strange one, really, because he's a good fighter. I rate him, and obviously beforehand it was made out to us like like it was meant to just be a walk in the park kind of thing. That's how they made it out. But really, and we done our research, and we knew that they wasn't like flying him over. He's grew up in England. He's boxed in England. He's won national titles in England. It wasn't like they're just flying him over from one of these countries, and so yeah, and then I knew he was sparring Denzel Bentley and Dan Aziz to fight me. I know he was sparring Whitaker, and everybody had good things to say about him. So it was one of them. People was I believe that the ref could have maybe stopped it in round one. I had him gone, but he just got stronger and stronger. He grew into the fight, and yeah, it was a bit of a boring fight, but he can punch like a horse, and I just played it safe and just got the win.
And then we go on to the Daniel Lappin fight. So would you say, obviously, prior to this Southampton fight, and obviously venue-wise, was this the biggest fight for three titles? Was this the biggest fight of your life and biggest venue, or?
So yeah, definitely, and obviously a lot of added pressure as we're fighting U6 man, U6 doing a lot of interviews saying he's a killer, he's gonna beat Benavides and all this stuff. And I think now a lot of people's not rating Daniel Lappin, but beforehand he was a monster. So I think Daniel Lappin's a good fighter, and he's got a good team, and I just feel like our game plan on the night was executed very well. And they have all these analysts and this and whatever they've got, and we tore up the script and we give them something that they've not seen from us before. And We believe we won the fight. Everyone believes we won the fight. Even their team believe we won the fight, and that's why they wanted to. They said afterwards they want to rectify it and fight again. But since that, they've gone missing, and they don't want to know.
And we talk about it then. So I remember watching him on the Usyk AJ rematch card. He looks good. Light heavyweight, it was coming up, tall, lanky. People thought, who is this kid? And like you said, he's broken down to be Usyk's monster. But I believe that, would you say, and the term robbery gets overused a lot in boxing, but would
Yeah.
you call that a robbery or robbery, or would you call it a close
Listen,
fight?
it's one of them. It's one of them. It's I'm not saying it is. It's a outright robbery, but I'm very confident we won the fight, and so is everybody else. You know, it's there was a lot of close rounds in there, but there's probably one clear round that I can give to him, and then six clearly to us. You know, so it's like they must have been. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that one worked, but yeah, I thought we won the fight.
Both undefeated at the time. Do you feel
He
like
he also was trying to quit. He told the ref he doesn't want to continue two times, and the ref gave him plenty of time to carry on. He so was I believe that was any other fighter they would have waved the fight off, but because obviously it's U6 man and whatever else, I believe they didn't want to wave it off how they should have.
I know it's long gone now, but Usyk Dubois in Poland, do you think they've done the same thing with Usyk taking the time?
Yeah, of course. It's like a respect kind of thing, isn't it? It's yeah, it's if that was me telling the ref I don't want to continue, they would have stopped me there and then on the spot, you know, because the script wasn't for us to win. The script wasn't for us to beat U6 guy and U6 show. That wasn't part of the script, you know. So it is what it is, though. It's politics in boxing.
Do you ever believe you could get a rematch with him, or is it gone?
Listen, we chased it. We chased it. We wanted it. They said they wanted it. They agreed to it, but I don't think they want that fight again.
Going on to it now, June 20th, in your own backyard, in your own stadium. Did
Mm.
you grow up? Because I think the attention's on Ryan Garner, but did you grow up
Yep.
a Saints fan? And I can see it says a Saint. Then was you a heavily followed Southampton growing up?
Yeah, it's like obviously I'm from Southampton, so I want everybody here and everything to do well because it's better for all of us, you know. But yeah, obviously the show's based around Ryan. He's bringing big time boxing to Southampton, so I'm just happy to be a part of it.
And do you believe he defeats Magnesi in the main event?
I think so. Yeah, Ryan's a beast, and it's hard to bet against him against anybody.
I was at his, I've been at a few of his fights, but especially the one against Liam Dillon. That was really impressive, especially in York Hall. That's what it's built for. So the Lyndon Arthur fight, is it just for the British and Commonwealth, or do you think you could get a bigger
No,
title?
I believe the WBA gold is on the line. And I believe the British and Commonwealth titles are not on the line.
Mhm.
They're not up for grabs. It's just the WBA gold.
What do you make of Lyndon Arthur? So obviously, growing up, being from East London, I heavily remember the Anthony Yard fights. But
Yeah.
obviously, 25 wins, three losses. He won the IBO world title. He lost to Bivol, and many people thought he could have been stopped in the earlier rounds. Then or it went maybe too long. What do you make of Lyndon Arthur? And yeah,
I mean, he's a good fighter. I've got mutual respect. I've got respect for Lyndon. He's a good fighter. He's been at that level. He's fought Yard three times. He's fought Bivol. So there's not going to be much that he hasn't seen. But I just believe it's our time in our own city. We've been preparing for a long time now. I just don't believe it's my time now. It's my time, and I just don't believe anybody can take this moment away from me.
and do you feel like you're the favorite going into this, or do they still give him?
I think he'll be the favourite. I think he'll be the favourite. Um, I don't know off of what or off of beating who. Um, but yeah, I think no, probably he'll be the favourite. But yeah, it is what it is.
And how do you beat Lyndon Arthur on a night and break it down?
I just by being me, really. Not going to go into too much on here. Obviously, the fight hasn't happened yet, but just by being me and doing what we set out to do, and I'm sure we'll be victorious.
And what's your opinion on the rest of the light heavyweight division, not only domestically, but world, like obviously the names such as Callum Smith, Anthony Yard, Joshua
Yeah,
Buatsi.
I believe Callum Smith is obviously the top of the tree. I feel like he's the top of the tree. And Buatsi, I would love that fight. I would love that fight. God willing, we come through this fight victorious and no injuries. That's who I'd like next, Joshua Buatsi, 100%. Buatsi or Yard, either one of them. 100%. That's the fight I want after this.
And how many fights do you believe you're off of from a world title?
Well, one fight at a time, but I'd say two maybe. Come through this, Buatsi or Yard, and then we're there. But
And what
one fight at a time.
and what did you make of Benavidez versus Yard?
Benavidez is a monster, man. He's just a monster. He's up in your face. He's strong. He's gritty. He just outworks everybody. He's a beast.
And obviously, domestically, Yard's been there. Do you feel like he's just been unlucky? The two Russians, Benavidez as well. He's had the hardest way through it.
I don't think he's had the hardest way through it because apart from Lyndon, who's he boxed? He's boxed nobody apart from Lyndon. It's not like he's beat loads of domestic names. They just marketed him well, and they've got him there the right fights, and they've got him the big money fights. It's not like he's a domestic killer that's been killing everyone at domestic level. He hasn't done that. So yeah, we don't really know how good he really is.
And Craig Richardson and Willie Hodgson, isn't it a bit weird? Like you feel like it's like a triangle. He can beat him, but then he beats him, and then obviously what he did to
Yeah,
Aziz is it one of those.
yeah, it's a funny really. Spider's a good fighter. I rate Spider, but I believe obviously Aziz was winning the fight before the knockout. So it's all good fights. Willie's another good fighter. Listen, there's loads of good fighters in the domestic light heavyweight scene, and yeah, there's loads of good fights to be made, and hopefully there's loads of cash to be made.
And just taking it off of boxing for a second, Lewis Edmondson, if I was to run into you in a park or in a pub or wherever I'd see you, boxing away, who are you as a person and describe yourself?
That's an awkward question. Listen, I'm just a friendly, just have a laugh with the boys, couple of holidays, chill out. That's about it, really. Not too much going on.
Um, Gonna break it down. You can either speed run through these questions or take your time on it. What's your favorite film? What's your favorite song slash artist? And what's your favorite TV series?
So, do you want first? What's the favorite film?
Favorite film, yeah.
Law-abiding citizen.
Favorite song slash artist?
Not really too much in it, but a few little house tunes there, a little bit of pause or something like that.
And a favorite TV series or like Netflix series?
um, what shall I say? What am I watching at the minute? Drewski could have been love. It's a good one. Lots of
And
scraps on there.
growing up and right now in boxing, who do you admire and who do you look up to? Or even if it's not boxing, family wise, mom, dad, who inspires you?
It's growing up really. I was a big fan of Billy Joe Saunders, who's now obviously my manager. It's mad how the world works, but yeah, it's one of them really. I just want to be the best version of myself all the time, and you can take little bits of everybody that you meet and everybody that you see, little bits of people that you want to be like, certain things you don't want to be like. So yeah, just keep trying to be the best version of us.
And just before I let you go again, if you could have a dream venue, dream location, and dream opponent to fight, you could say past and present, but we'll do both. Dream venue and past fighter, if you could pick one, and present fighter that you'd want to have a fight with.
I think it's got to be Madison Square Garden, isn't it? And yeah, Madison Square Garden and and Canelo, Canelo,
The money fight.
Canelo. Yeah, that's it.
Penultimate question, just before I let you go. What's your one motivational message to fans to block out the outside noise, block out the haters, block out the negativity, and follow and pursue their dreams?
Say that again, sorry. Who's this
What's your
to?
one motivational message to the world for fans to follow their dreams?
Listen, just keep grinding, stay locked in, be consistent, be disciplined, and chase your dreams because everybody in this world gets the opportunity that they're chasing, and you got to be make sure that you're ready to jump on that opportunity when it comes.
And chief support co-main event on a big night, June 20th, the first ever stadium fight in Southampton on the
Yeah.
Ryan Garner versus Michael Magnesi undercard. You're fighting Lyndon Arthur. What's your message to all your fans, everyone that's going to be there buying tickets?
Just listen,
Obviously,
I'm hearing tickets are flying out and it's going to be a sellout. So just thank you to everybody from Southampton for getting behind me and Ryan on this history making night for the city. And yeah, let's make it a very good night and both be victorious.
God bless Lewis Edmondson. All the best of the night.
All the
We'll catch up
best.
after.
Thanks a lot. Cheers, mate. Bye.